If you're searching for a good-looking, high-quality tonneau cover, the X-Tang Trifecta Signature 2.0 Trifold may just be the solution you seek. It features premium materials, super easy operation, and a simple installation for one of the best prices in the segment, making it a perfect fit for your 2024 and newer Tacoma. Tonneau covers come in many different varieties, but a soft trifold like the X-Tang Trifecta Signature is about the best of the bunch. As the name implies, this is a folding cover with 3 panels that stack one on top of the other as they fold up. So this will provide you with a fully covered bed space when closed, and it adds some additional security and weatherproofing to the bed area. This cover in particular fits over the truck's bed caps and has thick triple fin seals all the way around. Now, no tonneau is completely waterproof, but the Trifecta Signature here has excellent resistance to water ingress thanks to these big seals. Folding the cover is quick and easy as well, thanks to the dual pivot hinges and the easy lock clamps. Hopefully you can see them here. So this can be folded up in a snap and even secured in the 2/3 closed position like this with the attached straps. You can also quickly remove this should you need access to the full bed space thanks to the jaw grip clamps that fasten near the bulkhead here. And there are no rails to contend with either, so nothing is left behind. It makes this very practical and usable overall. Now on top, I'll unfold this so hopefully you can see it a little bit better. You've got a really nice black canvas tarp that has improved tension versus previous iterations, so it gives this nice sleek look when it's all closed up. The frame here is constructed from lightweight aircraft grade aluminum with a textured black Enduracoat finish, so it looks good and should be very resistant to corrosion. The canvas over top is a heavy duty kind, something like you'd find on a boat sail, so it will be very weather resistant and should stand the test of time. Of course, you've got X-Tang's dual pivot max hinges and those triple fin seals we talked about earlier, so this is definitely a high quality tonneau. And the pricing, of course, is going to reflect that. This one is going to run you about $625, and while it's not what you'd call inexpensive in general, it is one of the most affordable tonneaus for this gen of Tacoma. This is a really nice setup though, so you're paying for that quality, of course, and if you want something that's going to look good, that's going to last, and is super easy to operate, it's worth paying the extra for something like this. Installation gets a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should take you around 1 hour, probably even less. This is a super easy installation, and it all goes on in a snap thanks to the integrated clamps. So once you've got everything out and ready to go, it's going to go onto your truck pretty quickly, and you can also remove it just as quickly. We're going to walk you through that installation process right now, so for that, let's head on out to the shop.
For this install, you need a ratchet, 10mm socket, and the supplied Torx wrench. All right, today we're going to be installing a tonneau cover on our Tacoma. So let's get started. So now we're going to get ready to install our tonneau cover. We have to put a couple brackets in our factory rail first. So we're going to pop our end cap off. We have 2 separate brackets that we're going to put in. Our raised one will go in first. That is for our safety strap. And then we have our bracket, our nut plate for our bracket. Then we can put our cap back in. Those will go all the way forward to mount in the front. And then we have our rear bracket here. Now you gotta take these 2 factory bolts out. It's gonna go like so. So grab a ratchet and a 10mm socket, take those 2 out. I'll get your bracket. Now they are side dependent, so just make sure you get the right one. They fit nicely into these 2 grooves. And thread in our factory bolts that we just took out. Grab the ratchet and tighten them back down. Now you can go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Now we're gonna come to the front where we put our bracket and our nut plate in here for our bracket. Now our bracket does have some adjustment, so you can adjust how high you want your tonneau cover to sit. We're gonna go from our second from the top, get our supplied Torx bits, and just get them threaded in to the back. And get our second one in here. Now once we get our tonneau cover on, we can come back and tighten these down once we get this adjusted into the position that we want. And you can go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So now we're just gonna get our tonneau cover and rest it in place. You'll see this front seal here. That's just gonna lay over the front of the bed. So we can just lay this here, and we can go underneath and adjust our bracket and get it secured. So this is where you see our clamp here. This is where we're gonna move and adjust our bracket so that it lines up. So once we have that lined up, we can tighten our bolts completely down. Slide our clamp over, unthread it. If you need to, just pull down a little bit. And then tighten this handle down. Once we have our clamp tight, we can get our safety strap. It's gonna go over our rail like so. Grab our handle and thread that into the block behind. And just go ahead and tighten that down. And once you have this secure, you can go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So once you have that side secured, you can go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, and then go ahead and close your tonneau cover, make any minor adjustments you may need. And that wraps up our install of our X-Tang Trifecta Signature 2 Tri-Fold tonneau cover for our 2024 newer Tacoma with a 5-foot bed. And remember, for everything Tacoma, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.